Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, Chatting with Chops. My name is Karen and I like to make fun and entertaining videos that might teach you something. Today we're going to make French silk pie. So let's get started. So with French silk pie, you have to start out with a baked pie shell. And I'm just going to go through this part really quickly because most people buy their pie shells. So I just wanted to let you know that in order to make a homemade pie shell, you need all-purpose flour, shortening, salt, and cold water. And then I usually roll mine out between wax paper because my dough is usually a little sticky. And then of course you need a rolling pin or a bottle of wine will work. Any rolling round surface will work. But basically mix all your ingredients up in a bowl, put it out on your wax paper, roll it into a round circle, and then put it into your pie shell. This is about a 9-inch pie plate here. And so what I've done is roll it out, put it into the pie plate, and then I poke holes in it. You need to bake your pie shell at about 450 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes until it's golden brown, and then cool it. And I'm going to actually cool mine for a little bit before I actually put the ingredients in it. Again, went through this super quick because most people buy their pie shells, and so this is what it looks like pre-cooked. I am not very good at making pie shells, but I do like to make the homemade ones. I think they taste a little bit better. So there you go, and now we'll get started on actually making the pie. So I would say this is probably one of the easier pies to make. I really enjoy making this one. It's kind of a no-bake pie, so that works out wonderfully. Here's the pie shell that I baked previously. Again, I know most people don't make pie shells anymore, they just kind of buy them, but here's my pie shell all nice and cool. So I'm going to set that to the side for the moment because I don't need it. All right, so we are going to put 1 cup of sugar. There's 1 cup, and if you haven't watched any of my prior videos, I always like to use a ½ a cup because it fits better and it's easier for me to manage. All right, and then we're going to take 3/4 of a cup of butter, and that's about a stick and a half. Put that in there. Now the recipe does recommend not using margarine. For some reason margarine doesn't seem to do real well, so it does recommend using real butter. So we're going to blend that up for about 4 or 5 minutes so we have all of our butter all nice and incorporated in with our sugar. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pour in our melted chocolate. This is about 3 ounces of melted chocolate, so I'm just going to pour that in. It does say that you need to make sure it's all nice and cool because you're about to add eggs in here too, and you don't want your eggs to get scrambled. And then while that's mixing, we're going to also add our vanilla, which is 1½ teaspoons of vanilla. All right, what I want to do now is just kind of scrape the sides and my beater here. See how some of my sugar butter is caught up on my beaters? So just want to get all that out of the way. Make sure everything is mixed in really good. These KitchenAid mixers work wonderfully, but sometimes everybody needs a little bit of help. So you just want to mix the bottom. Down in the bottom. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is start adding my eggs, and I'm going to do that one at a time, and then we're going to beat on medium speed, so it's going to go pretty quick. Okay, so let's add our first egg. Okay, and now we're going to, like I said, beat at medium speed. After each egg, I'm just going to wipe down the sides really good. Make sure everything is all mixed in. And then I'm going to add my next egg. Okay, you see how beautiful that's starting to look. I mean, that's just gorgeous. Again, just after that second egg, gonna wipe everything down. Make sure there's nothing getting caught down in the bottom that's not getting mixed or getting hung up on my beater. I want everything to be all mixed in really, really well. Okay, and we're gonna do our last egg. And mix that in real good. All right. So, one last time, knock off all of this wonderful French silk pie and batter off of my beater here. Make sure we have everything. Like I always say, that could be an extra bite. Okay. All right, and then we're going to take our bowl here and just bring it down and make sure that we've wiped everything around. All the ingredients are all mixed in really well. You never want somebody to get a piece of pie or a piece of cake or a piece of anything that has the wrong ingredients just sitting on top of it. Okay, now what we want to do is pour it into our pie shell. Make sure we get everything. Again, I wish we had smell-o-vision. It smells wonderful. And I'm just going to kind of gently move it around the pie shell really good to make sure that everything's kind of even. This is a no-bake pie, and that's why I was saying I just really think it's a lot easier, especially if you buy the pie shell. I think this is something that you could whip together pretty easily. Okay, so I'm going to chill this for a couple of hours and then it'll be ready to serve. If you liked my video, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next bake.